All right, today we're going to go through some frequently asked questions. Thanks for joining me today, and I hope this might give you a little bit more in case there was some answers you just haven't got yet. So let's dive into it. The first question I always get is, how long is it going to take you? The journey itself on the scooter is only going to take me about 90 days, but I'll be in Europe for more than 100 days just while I get ready at the start and then just cleaning up everything and get rid of the bike on the back end before I take off. The next most common question I get is, how long are you going to be on the scooter each day? And each day is going to be quite a bit different. There's going to be some full rest days where I won't be on the scooter at all. I'll be on the scooter for anywhere between 7 to 13 hours per day. On average, about 9 is what every day will be. And that is what I'll keep up for about the 90 days while I'm on the bike. Is it going to be freezing in the Arctic Circle? It's true that I'm going to the Arctic Circle on this journey. I'm going all the way up to Nordkapp, which is the northernmost point in Europe. But to be honest, it's not actually going to be that cold. So the average temperature there in the months that I'm going to be up there, which is July, August, is between 7 and 11 degrees, which isn't too bad. Those are the temperatures I've trained in here while I was in New Zealand, so I'm not really too worried about that. The piece that everyone usually misses is more when I get down into Spain and going through the Spanish desert, where it's going to be more than 36 degrees on a daily average. So that is going to be far worse than any of the colder temperatures that I'm going to hit when I'm in Europe. Wait, you're going through the Ukraine? Yes, I will definitely be going through the Ukraine. That's part of my plan. And actually, the Ukraine is a non-Schengen country. So that means the visa requirements don't stack up like when I'm going through the rest of Europe and going through Schengen countries. So believe it or not, as counterintuitive as it is, when I go through the Ukraine, my Schengen clock is stopped, and it actually acts like a bit of a safe haven for me. So I can actually slow down while I'm going through there and take my time. Then when I get back into the Schengen region, I need to start going pretty quick again so that I can stay within those visa requirements. Are you going to camp along the way? The short answer to this one is no. If I was camping, then that means that, one, I have to carry more gear, and two, there's a lot of setup time each day, and there's a lot of pack down time in the morning. And that's valuable time that I need to be moving on the scooter. So right from the start, I decided that I was never going to go camping. What I'm going to do for accommodation each night is get a hotel or an apartment. So this is far more expensive than going the camping route, but it means I can carry almost nothing, and I can just leave early in the morning at my leisure and just speed up the whole trip. How much is it going to cost you? The whole trip is going to cost me 75,000 New Zealand dollars, and that includes everything. That's international flights over there, that's food and accommodation along the way, that's everything, all up. How fast does the scooter go? The scooter is slow. The scooter only goes 45 kilometers an hour. That's the top speed. When I'm going downhill, I get a bit more, but when I'm going uphill, it's a lot less. Why don't you just take a 150cc scooter? I can take a 150cc scooter. The record is for a 50cc scooter, so I just need to keep it to that, and I just need to go slow. Can you modify it to go faster? No, I'm not actually allowed to modify the engine at all to gain any top speed or acceleration or anything. I need to buy it, run the engine stock, and that's it. How much is your butt going to hurt? Honestly, it's going to be horrible. It's probably going to be the worst part of it. Even in my training rides, I found out that butt soreness is real. Like, it's the biggest problem. I always knew that butt soreness and chafing was going to be a problem, but I reached out to Jenny from Sweet Cheeks, and she hooked it up with butt butter. This stuff's awesome. It works so good, and it's honestly been a lifesaver just in my training so far. That's it for frequently asked questions, but if you got any more, fire it down in the comments. I'll definitely answer them. I hope to give you guys all the answers before I take off so you know exactly what I'm getting up to. But thanks for joining in. Thanks for listening. See you out there.